And welcome back to Big Bombs MTG. And, well, today I forgot that Kaladesh comes out, Kaladesh Remastered, on Magic the Gathering Arena. Sitting downstairs watching Voyager, and, well, it hit me that, oh my gosh, Kaladesh is on Arena right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce over to Arena. I don't know if it's going to work correctly, so I might have to finagle some stuff with my cameras and whatnot, but let's see if we can get this to work. Right now it's updating, so I'm kind of allowing it to update and get into the game itself before we dive in. Okay, well there it is. Let's see if it's going to work. It doesn't usually work after updates. All right. Well, yeah, I don't think it likes me. So, let's see if I can get it to work. Okay, so I was able to get it to work by just displaying my screen, but here we go. Give it a shot. We have an Ether Hub. Enters the battlefield. I get an energy. Pay 1 energy, add 1 mod of any color. So I'm sure there are going to be fun ways to add energy to ourselves. Let's go ahead and get into it. We have 10 packs total. We're going to go through every single one. I am not familiar with Kaladesh at all. Oh, that's a nice sound. Okay, let's see. Ooh, Iron Crusher. Live fast. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life, and gain. Okay, energy. Menace. Night Market Lookout. Okay. Countless Gears Renegade. When it enters the battlefield, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, create a 1/1 colorless servo token. Okay. Renegade Wheelsmith. Whenever it becomes tapped, target creature can't block this turn. Interesting. And the Merchant's Deckhand. It's kind of a cool looking guy. I like the art on that. To have 3 colorless, 1 island, and tap him. Tap X, target, protect. Tap X, untap artifacts you control. Look at the top X cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Pacification Array. 2 colorless and tap target artifact or creature. Cool. 7 mana for a 5/5. Improvise. And Improvise does your artifacts can help cast this spell. Each artifact you tap pays 1 colorless. Interesting. Okay. So if you have tons and tons of those little servo guys from Saheeli, or even that other card that created servos, it'd be pretty cool. High Spire Artisan. Reach and Fabricate. Fabricate is when this creature enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter on it, or create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. Welding Sparks. X damage to target creature, where X is 3 plus the number of artifacts you control. Ooh, that's pretty decent. You get 3 energy. Aether Theorist. You can scry 1. Alright. Other artifacts you control get +1. Not bad. And Ovia. Pashiri? Ovia Pashiri. Sage Lifecrafter. Okay. 2 colorless, 1 forest. Tap her and create a colorless servo token, artifact token. Or you can tap 4 and a forest and tap her, create an XX colorless construct artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures you control. Very interesting. I have not seen these cards. Alright, we have another High Spire Artisan. Revolutionary Rebuff. Counterspell, unless the controller pays 2 for 2 mana. That's not too bad. Hunt the Weak. Put a +1 counter on target creature you control. That creature fights target creature you don't control. There are better ones now, but yeah. Cog Worker's Puzzle Box. Create a colorless servo creature token, and then you can sacrifice it and create 1 more. Okay. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's an artifact, it gains indestructible. Refurbish. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ravenous Intruder. Artifact. Sacrifice an artifact. Ravenous Intruder gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Great! Ooh, look at that guy. That is huge. He looks cool, too. Combustible Gear Hulk. First strike. When Combustible Gear Hulk enters the battlefield, target opponent may have you draw 3 cards. If that player doesn't, you mill 3 cards, and Combustible Gear Hulk deals damage equal to the total converted mana cost of those cards. Oh my god. That is mean. That is definitely mean. Alright. Boom. Okay, we have Conviction, Enchanted Creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+3, and then you can return it to its owner's hand at any time with 1 mana. Untapped target creature gets +1/+3 until end of turn. There's actually one that costs 2 that gives you Reach and +1/+3, so I don't know if I'd use that one. Frontline Rebel attacks each combat if able. Trample and Fabricate, so you can either put a +1 counter on them or put a +1/1 servo token into play. Glint Nest Crane. When the Glint Nest Crane enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This is a great card because it's just like the Owl from Throne of Eldraine, but better. Costs less, a 1/3 instead of a 3/3. I like it much better. Servant of the Conduit. Enters the battlefield with 2 energies. You can pay 1 and add 1 to your monthly. SRAM Expertise. Let's see. Sorcery. Create 3 1/1 servo artifact creature tokens. You may cast a spell with converted mana cost 3 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. Whoa! Wow, that's a big deal. Like, that's a real big deal. That's some free casting shit at its finest. Holy crap! Okay, we got another revolutionary buff. Tezzeret Ambition. Draw 3 cards. If you control no artifact, discard a card. So, I always thought this guy looked like the villain in Zoolander, if you guys remember at all. I'll put him on the screen so you guys can see it, but oh my god, he just looks like the white Jamaican guy, or the white guy with dreads that plays Relax in Zoolander. Renegade Map. Renegade Map enters the battlefield tapped. Tap, sacrifice Renegade Map, search your library for a basic card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Reservoir Walker. Reservoir Walker enters the battlefield. You gain 3 life and get 3 energies. That's great. Improvise and Menace. So you can use artifacts to cast her. Sweatworks Brawler. So Giant Metal Fists and a 3/3 for 4. Meh. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Harnessed Lightning. Choose target creature. You get 3 energies. Then you may pay any amount of energies. Harnessed Lightning deals that much damage to that creature. Not too bad. Master Tinketeer. Master Tinketeer. Servos and Thropters you control get +1/+1, and then you can pay 4 any amount of times that you want, and it gets +1 or a 1/1 servo token into play. Not too bad. A lot of fun with these cards. I actually really enjoy the whole artifacts in Magic the Gathering, so seeing these are fun. Alright, another Frontline Rebel. Mobile Garrison. Whenever Mobile Garrison attacks, untap another target artifact or creature you control. Okay. Consulate Turret. You can add energies. Great. It adds energies for you, and then you can pay 3 and tap it and deal 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, Implementation of Examination. Tap 1 island and sacrifice it, draw a card. When it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So you draw 2 cards for 4 mana, essentially. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to players this turn. Commence the festivities. Gear Shift Ace, first strike. Gear Shift Ace Cruise a vehicle. That vehicle gains first strike until end of turn. Well, that's pretty cool. When Thropter Arrest enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until Thropter Arrests leaves the battlefield. So that's an artifact or creature banishing light. Okay. Ooh, Mythic Wild card. Okay. Definitely have to go fill out on some Saheeli's, that's for sure. Let's see. Pendulum of Patterns. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and you can tap it, sack it to draw a card for 5 mana. Why 5 mana? I don't get it. Let's see. Aether Trade Winds. Return target creature you control and target creature you don't control to their owner's hands. For 3 mana, I think... well, that's target permanent, so I can see it costing 1 more. I know Runaway Together from Throne of Eldraine also has the same type of ability, but only for creatures. Night Market Aeronaut. Flying and Revolt. When it enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it, if a permanent you control left the battlefield. Cool. Another Reservoir Walker. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Namra Cobra. So this Cobra is able to get Death Touch. She's a 2/1 creature. I don't know. Just use the Lotus Cobra. Why not? Furious Reprisal deals 2 damage to each of 2 targets. Okay, it's not too bad. Toolcrafter Exemplar. Toolcraft Exemplar. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control an artifact, Toolcraft Exemplar gets +2/+1 until end of turn. If you control 3 or more artifacts, it also gains first strike until end of turn. Not too bad. He would be really fun to use with... I know he's not like a warrior or anything like that, but the new Nahiri and the new equipment in the set, I think he would be super fun to play with. Cool. Alright, so Ice Over. Enchant a creature doesn't untap during its control's untap step. But it doesn't actually tap it, so you have to be careful with that. Fireforge Puzzle Box. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. Then you can sacrifice it. Ooh. Why am I yawning so much? I haven't had coffee, that's why. Holy crap. Let's see. Shipwreck Moray. I love that. That guy's pretty. When the Shipwreck Moray enters, you get 4 energy. And then you can pay energy and give himself +2/-2 until end of turn. Not too bad. Okay. Era of Innovation. Era of Innovation. Whenever an artifact or artificture enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, add 2 energy. And then you can pay 2, 4, 6 energy. Is that 6? Yeah, that's 6. Oh. I need to go get coffee after this. Alright. Sacrifice Era of Innovation. Draw 3 cards. Not too bad. This guy, Gifted Aetherborn. I recognize this guy from Jumpstart. Good card. Ooh, another Mythic. Great. Herald of Anguish. Improvise. Flying. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent discards a card. That's not too bad. Hey, then you could tap 1 colorless, 1 swamp, sacrifice an artifact, target creature gets -2. God, that is mean. I don't think it's usable, but that is mean. It's a lot of fun. Alright, Lofnu, Sailback, Revoke Privileges, Kujar Seed Sculptor, okay. This guy can't attack a block or crew vehicles. That's like a pacify, but it can't crew vehicles either. That's pretty good. Kujar Seed Sculptor, when it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Not too bad, but a little bit low for 2 mana. You know, it's just not enough stuff to be usable. Vengeful Rebel Revolt, so triggers if another permanent I control left the battlefield this turn. When it enters the battlefield, if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, target creature an opponent controls gets -3/-3 until end of turn. Great. Paradoxical Outcome. Return any number of target non-land, non-token permanents you control to their owner's hands. Draw a card for each card returned to your hand this way. Cool. Really good if you had something that would just wipe the board at the end of every turn, but I can see that that would be useful to kind of bounce everything back to your hand. Alright, we got 3 new ones here. We got an Unbridled Growth. 1 mana. Tap Enchanted Land as 1 mana of any color. Great card. And then you can just sacrifice a draw card? Oh my god, yes. Jakar Peafowl. That's a beautiful card. Gains flying until end turn for 1. 2 for 4. A little steep. But it is an artifact, so. High Spire Infusion. 2 mana. For target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn, and you get 2 energy. Very nice. Aetherborn Marauder. Flying lifelink when Aetherborn Marauder enters the battlefield. Move any number of +1/+1 counters from other permanents you control onto Aetherborn Marauder. Interesting. That's a not too bad one. And there she is. Saheeli Rai. Great card. My favorite Planeswalker. I've been using her avatar for the bit. Scry 1. Saheeli Rai deals 1 damage to each opponent. -2 is create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. That token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Oh man, there are so many uses for that, huh? Yeah, wow. Especially with, oh wow, those new artifacts that come into the battlefield and attach immediately to something. Yeah, that'd be fun. Especially with something like, oh, what is it? Anointed Procession, that's what it is. Things that copy those tokens like crazy. Well, this would create a copy of it, of an artifact or a creature. So if you copied that artifact, it would make 2 times and 3 times, and whew, that would be mean. And then -7, search your library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names and put them onto the battlefield, and then shuffle your library. Very cool, very cool. That is great. Well, I'm gonna go and get some delicious coffee. So I will be back after this, after I get some more stuff, and we'll build some more decks and look at some of the more cards. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you guys have a great day. And that's all for now. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate you sticking around this long and hope you guys enjoyed this content. I'm going to be creating more content coming up here. I will be creating some shorts, so you should see those little short videos coming out here and there called From the Beard, Ikoria Layer of Behemoths. This is in order to kind of just, you know, game the market a little bit, get some more viewership, and get this channel off the ground. If you want to join my Discord, please find the link down below, as well as my brand new website, bigbobgaming.com. This has not only Minecraft, MTG, and other gaming stuff, such as deck sleeves and other things that I have laying around that are brand new. You can also find my Twitch stream. I will start Twitch streaming here on a scheduled time frame as soon as I can work it out with the new job that I got. I appreciate all of you. Every single one of my subscribers is important to me, and I want to hear from you. So please, like, subscribe, share, comment down below, join the Discord, and let me know what you think. Thank you very much. Have a great day, and stay safe.